Welcome back, eSIMstudios YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me this evening. It is Monday evening. Oh, what is it? Tuesday? Tuesday evening. Yeah, been a long day. And we got a first sneak peek at the S26 Ultra, courtesy of the dude that bought the S26 Ultra pre-release in Dubai. He put some more videos up, and we're gonna review the videos. I also scheduled a live stream for tomorrow. I scheduled it for 1 o'clock my time. Unpacked is around 12 p.m. my time. I might go live a little bit before that. I don't want to live stream the Unpacked because I don't know if they're like Apple and gonna strike my channel. I don't think they will. I don't think they're as anal as Apple is. And I want to buy a couple first before I go live. I want to make sure I get the colors I want, and I want to order them. I'm gonna soon as so how Samsung does it. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So how Samsung does it. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me this evening. We're gonna go through. So how they do it is they'll go live for I don't know, maybe 15 minutes into their Unpacked event, meaning at like it starts at 12 my time, so whatever time it starts for you. They'll get it rolling, and then like 15 minutes into the Unpacked event, they'll make the sales live on their website. So while I'm watching the Unpacked event, I'm also refreshing their website and refreshing their website and refreshing their website, probably every minute. And as soon as it goes live, boom, I order them. That's how I've done it for Google Pixels. They all do the same thing. For Apple events, they do that. For Samsung events, they do that. So I'm gonna get mine, and then when I order mine, then I'll go live. So I might go live at 12:15. I might go live at 12:30. I might go live at 1. I'm just not sure, but I just scheduled it for 1 o'clock tomorrow. So join us tomorrow, and we're gonna go over everything. So I'm also going. I'll probably discuss it during the live stream, and you can roll with me to websites where you can. I'm gonna discuss our kind of trade-in hack, right? Where you can buy a phone real cheap, and then, well, I guess here's what you're gonna do. You're first gonna jump on their website to see what trade-in offers they're giving you for devices. And then you take that list, you go to eBay, you go to OfferUp, you go to Mercari, Facebook Marketplace in your area, and you try to find the cheapest phone to buy for the maximum trade-in value for an S26 Ultra, right? Obviously, we know the maximum is $900 for the S25 Ultra, but you're going to be spending $800. Why would you spend $800 on a used S25 Ultra to get a $900 just to save $100? It doesn't really make sense. So there's a sweet spot right in there, and I think I know what device it is. I think it's the S25. I found some on eBay for $271. I think I'm gonna do that tonight, like when I'm done live streaming. Go ahead and buy an S25. Now they're not gonna give us $900 for an S25, but it should be pretty good. It should be. I'm thinking it should be like $700. So you'll spend $271 for that S25 Ultra, and then you're gonna, when you get that in the mail, you're just gonna turn around and send it to Samsung as your trade-in, and they should give you, I think, about $700 for an S25. So you're essentially saving yourself. What is it? I don't know, $400, something like that. So let's see, it would be. Let's see here. So if they give you 700 minus, what did I say, 271? Yeah, so they're saving like $429. That's a pretty good deal. So I'll show you all how to do that, and what to look out for, right? Because they have a list of things you need to look out for. But we'll get into that tomorrow. But there's a good article. Let me load up I had a stream. I mean, I had a studio ready to go in StreamYard with all these videos uploaded that we're gonna take a look at, and for some reason it's not there anymore. So let me upload these real quick, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the S26 Ultra. And if you're going to be getting an S26 Ultra, do you know what color you're getting? I normally, as soon as the colors get leaked, I know exactly what I want right up, and right when I see the colors, I'm like, bam, that's it. I'm still clueless. I don't know what color I'm getting, and I'm gonna get two. Well, my wife, she's not really. I don't know what's going on with these with the colors this year. There's just not any good colors, so I want to get white. I think white looks the best, but I don't want white because I have white right now. I want something different. You know what I'm saying? All the other colors are just. I don't want purple. I don't want the pink one. So I guess that leaves it down to the black one. But here's the thing with the black one: I don't want black if the black color has the silver border. I only want black if it's all the way black, all the way around. That looks cool. So I might get that if the borders are black. I guess that leaves it down to the sky blue or the Samsung exclusive silver. I think I'm gonna get the silver. I just like getting the exclusive colors. And if you do plan on getting an S26 Ultra, I got cases here to give away. I got a ton of cases I'm gonna give away. I'm only gonna keep probably a handful of them. But I've been in contact. I'm gonna get a Thenborn case. I'm gonna get a Nilkin case. Rinky sent me a whole bunch of cases today. I got cases. I got a lot of cases, and I'm gonna give the majority of them away. So stay tuned to the channel for that. And then let me share. Let's see. We already saw that video. The privacy display. Let me share. Oh yes, I know what I was gonna. Oh no, I know what I was gonna show y'all. Let me share this, and then let me share a website. Let's see here. Let's move this over here. I got a whole bunch of monitors. And then I think I'm going to get I know I mentioned this once or twice. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on a OnePlus 15. I missed that phone. So I think I'm going to get me a sandstone one this time. So let's do this. I'm trying to find the article that I was going to pull up. S25. Let's see here. Pre-order leak. Oh, here's a pre-order leak reveals big savings for early buyers. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at... So let's check that out, since that would... Okay. So... Yeah, but that's pricing in euros. I don't want pricing in euros. Who cares about euros? Okay, so let's go. Sorry, I had to load up the videos. Let's check out the videos that the dude from Dubai has. He's been uploading some content. I don't know. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. He just uploads to Instagram. But I have a good downloader, and I downloaded most of his S26 Ultra videos. We did see one the previous day, but let me show you what he's got right now. So let me load up this. Let me pause it. Okay, so there's 3 videos. Each one has like a different theme or what he tests or what he shows. So I didn't label them properly when I was saving the videos. But let's take a look at which one this is.
मैसेज आ रहे हैं कि क्या इस पर Samsung S26 Ultra के बैक पैनल में मैग्नेटिक सपोर्ट है, जैसे हमारे आईफोन में मिलता है मैगसेफ का.
So He's showing that the new S26 Ultra does not have magnets in the back of the phone. We already knew that, but I guess he's confirming it.
सपोर्ट आप इसको यहाँ रखोगे ये चिपक जाएगा, जैसे देख सकते हो, और ये चार्जिंग भी करनी शुरू कर दी है। क्या इस बार सैमसंग ने ये चीज किया है या नहीं, लेट्स चेक इट आउट। तो ये है मेरा Samsung S26 Ultra। तो यहाँ पर चार्जिंग शुरू हो गई है, मगर नो मैग्नेटिक सपोर्ट। भाई ये आपको एक एक्स्ट्रा कवर लेना पड़ेगा। दूसरी काफी लोगों के मैसेज आ रहे थे क्या इसमें जो इसका S Pen है उसमें ब्लूटूथ का सपोर्ट आया है या नहीं आया। तो लास्ट ईयर S25 Ultra में ये बंद कर दिया था, तो इस बार भी कंटिन्यू है। आप ये बटन कितनी बार दबा लो ये ब्लूटूथ का सपोर्ट नहीं देगा। प्लस इस बार आपको एक चीज ध्यान रखनी पड़ेगी, जब आपने ये पेन अंदर डालना है तो ये जो बटन वाला साइड है,
and he shows with the S Pen it's curved. Remember how we were talking about that the other day? It's curved on, I did this last time. I was going to use my S Pen to show you what I'm talking about, and I'm using my S25 Ultra as my webcam. Anyways, on the S25 Ultra, it's got a flat head on the pen. Not where that you write, not the tip, but on the back end that you click. The S25 Ultra is completely flat. This one is actually curved, and he'll show you. But you can remember when we first watched his video the other day, I was like, damn, something's wrong with the S Pen because it looks like it's not symmetrical with the curvature of the corner. Well, guess what? You can actually insert it the upside down and still pop it in. Let's take a look. Let me show you what I'm talking
वो
about.
ऊपर रखना पड़ेगा। अगर आप नीचे रखोगे तो इसकी फिटिंग सही नहीं आएगी, ये थोड़ा अनोइंग है। बाकी अगर इस फोन के बारे में कुछ जानना चाहते हो तो कमेंट कर देना और वीडियो को लाइक एंड फॉलो भी कर देना।
So that was the first one. No mags. I mean, well, it has MagSafe capabilities, but no magnets. And then no Bluetooth S Pen. Kind of knew that. Side note, I still haven't seen the FCC certifications, and it's being launched tomorrow. I thought we were going to see them yesterday or today, and it just hit me. They haven't been released. Whatever. And then the S Pen, you can turn it upside down and stick it in, and it'll still work. So interesting. So let's remove that. Let me show you this.
Everyone, this is Sahil from Tech in Dubai, and today we are doing the unboxing of Samsung S26 Ultra. This is the African version, as you can see, and this is available in Dubai market before the launch. So let's do the unboxing and see what's special in this phone.
The white does look nice though. It sure does look nice. 215 grams. I think the current one's like, I don't know, 229 or something like that. And there's the unboxing. Now let's get to the part that Samsung's going to talk about a lot tomorrow, and that's the privacy display. He actually shows it in action, and he shows the two different modes that you can put it in. You can put it in maximum mode, where it blacks out the entire screen if you barely look to the if you look at it from the side. And then there's like a minimum mode where it doesn't completely black it out, but it just darkens it a little bit, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is pretty cool. But again, I'm never going to use it. You probably won't either, unless you're on a, you fly a lot, you travel by bus and or train or subway. You go to a basketball game, football game, stuff like that. I can see people using this. Possibly in a work office environment, I can see people using it, but People like me, I never use it. Right? I'm not
सैमसंग
going to use it much.
S26 अल्ट्रा हमारे पास आ चुका है और इस फ़ोन में सबसे खास क्या है जो इसकी है प्राइवेसी डिस्प्ले। जो एक न्यू फीचर ऐड किया गया है सैमसंग की तरफ से जो मेरे हिसाब से बाकी ब्रांड्स भी आने वाले दिनों में कॉपी कर सकते हैं, मगर
Oh,
सबसे
and I
पहले
have big
लाया है
news
हमारा
here in a
सैमसंग। तो
minute.
देखते
After
हैं
this is
इस
done, I'll
फीचर
let
में
you know.
क्या खास है। तो मैं अपने फ़ोन को एक मार्केट में लेके गया क्योंकि वहाँ पर लाइटनिंग काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है और लोग भी तानाशानी बहुत करते हैं फ़ोन्स में। तो मैंने अभी अपनी प्राइवेसी डिस्प्ले ऑन कर दी है, जैसे आप देख सकते हो, और रिजल्ट
See
आएगा
that?
ये। मतलब अगर आपके बंदे कुछ साइड पे होगा तो उसको बिल्कुल भी मेरी डिस्प्ले पे कुछ नहीं दिखेगा। जैसे आप देख सकते हो ये मैक्स सेटिंग है, मैक्स सेटिंग करके इतना बढ़िया डार्क रिजल्ट आता है। दैट्स रियली कूल। और आप देख सकते हो अगर मैं बंद करता हूँ तो क्लियरली आप देख भी सकते हो। मगर अगर हम मैक्स सेटिंग बंद कर देते हैं तो लाइट सी डिस्प्ले ब्लैक होती है, मतलब हल्का हल्का होकर दिख रहा होता है। और अगर हम थोड़ा एंगल चेंज करें, अगर बंदा मेरे बिल्कुल शोल्डर के पास आ जाए थोड़ा बैक साइड पे, तो आप पढ़ भी सकते हो। मगर काफ़ी थोड़ी डिस्प्ले डार्क हो चुकी है। मगर जब आपकी मैक्स होती है तो बिल्कुल ही ये ब्लैक हो जाएगी डिस्प्ले। दैट्स रियली ऑसम और मुझे ये काफ़ी बढ़िया लगा। साथ में साथ इसमें एक फीचर मिलता है, आप इसमें ऐप्स को भी कंट्रोल कर सकते हो। कौन से ऐप्स में चाहते हो प्राइवेसी, कौन से ऐप्स में नहीं चाहते। जैसे बैंक ऐप्स में जाते हो या कोई गैलरी में चाहते हो तो हम गैलरी पे ऑन करते हैं। ये गैलरी मैंने ऑन कर ली तो बैक साइड से बिल्कुल क्लियर दिख रहा था, मगर आप साइड से देख सकते हो कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा। तो ये फीचर सैमसंग S26 का काफ़ी बढ़िया लगा मुझे।
Interesting. So that looks pretty cool, right? The whole privacy thing. But again, who's going to use it? I guess it'll depend on your daily activities, right? But I did get word yesterday that the privacy display is going to be coming to more devices faster than we think. So I think I've said in previous videos and or live streams that we're probably going to see this. I'm sure Samsung makes the majority of displays for majority of the flagships out on the market. And I guarantee you, and I was saying here in a few years, you probably going to see this feature on a lot of different phones, not just Samsung. You'll probably see it on a OnePlus phone, or I think they use BOE, but they might go back to Samsung for this. Maybe not. Motorola, Google, Apple, they all use Samsung displays. I got word that this privacy display feature is going to be coming to flagship phones as soon as next generation, meaning the Pixel 11 could have this thanks to Samsung. The iPhone 18 Pro Max could have this thanks to Samsung. Possibly Motorola, right? And again, if OnePlus wants to switch to Samsung for their displays, so this is going to come pretty quick. Not in a few years. I'm talking like potentially this year at some point. You're going to see this on other phones thanks to Samsung. They kind of lease this technology again. I guess if they manufacture the display, they can negotiate with Apple to include this privacy shade in the displays that they manufacture for Apple for an extra cost, right? They patented the technology, so if other companies want to use it, they're going to have to pay up. But that's what I hear is we're going to see this on other flagship phones starting this year. So this is not something we're going to see. Oh shit! Sorry, damn it. We're not going to see this in a few years. We're going to see this like this year. So sorry, I just opened up a cut on my hand. So anyways, now let's go to something you may or may not notice. I think it will be noticeable, especially if you have last year's flagship, the S25 Ultra. The front-facing selfie camera we know is going to have a new sensor, but it's also going to have a larger hole cutout. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So look at this graphic here. The hole punch on the S26 Ultra on the left is bigger than the hole punch on the S25 Ultra on the right. Now, they are going to have a wider field of view, and that probably goes into why it's a slightly larger cutout, right? And it could also be due to them switching to a Sony sensor. Maybe it's just physically a slightly larger sensor, and that's why they have to have a little bigger cutout. That could be a possibility, but I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. There's some phones that have real big cutouts. My Motorola Signature is not too bad. What other phones do I have hanging around here? That's it right now. I think OnePlus is not that bad, as long as it in Pixel. I don't have I think my Pixel's in the other room. I don't have Pixel's got a decent size cutout, but as long as it's not, it's never gonna be the size of a iPhone, right? With a huge dynamic island, that thing's enormous. So anything compared to the iPhone will look small, but I don't think this will be a big, I don't think it'll be a big deal to a lot of people, but it will be slightly larger. So could be worse. You could have a dynamic island up front, right? So let's see here. Let me share my screen because let me go to news. They are producing a ton of these Ultra models. Let's see. Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra lacks powered off tracking feature. This is what I wanted to talk about. So look at this. This is interesting because this is a feature you would think it would automatically have, that it's not. So let me share my screen. So the S26 Ultra lacks powered off tracking features. So on Pixel, apparently Pixel is the only flagship device where you can actually track it while it's powered off. Now, it only lasts, I think, for maybe an hour, 2 hours at the most after it's powered off. It's not like if you lose a phone and a week later you can still track it. No, it's put in place for, it's good for tracking your device if your device gets stolen, meaning immediately try to, even if the perpetrator pockets you, turns the device off, you can immediately go use somebody else's phone to get on a browser, or your hotel browser or your home browser, and you can still track it within a couple of hours of it being turned off. Apparently that's only on the Pixel, because the Samsung, I thought we were getting this. I've never talked about this, but because I just assumed it would be coming. And now we get word that there is no, and it's in the code of the One UI software. So look at this. Bluetooth finder supported. False, meaning it's not there. And this is key for your Find Hub, the application Find Hub. Now, you know what? I could have sworn that Samsung has tracking when turned off. Damn it. You know what? Hang on. I got a Samsung right here. I was looking around. I'm like, I know I got a Samsung phone somewhere. I'm using my S25 Ultra as my webcam. Let me go into these settings. I could have sworn it's in there. So it might not be active for Google, but what about Samsung's tracking? Like Samsung Find, the Find Hub for Samsung. So let's go to security. Now it might be processor based. This has Exynos 2500, maybe only active on the Snapdragon ones, but let me find out, because I could have sworn it had it. Let me see. Security, lost device protection, find my mobile, allow this phone to be found, send last location, offline finding. Yeah, this had it. Locate your phone even if it's offline and help others find their devices. Try to use Samsung Find app if you have lost your Galaxy devices or want to help find your family devices, even if the device is turned off. So you'll be able to find it in the Samsung Find app, even if it's turned off, but it won't work in the Google Find Hub if your device is turned off. Okay. Um, Not that big of a deal. So, whatever. I don't even know why this person typed up this article then. I mean, I was like, I could have sworn I've seen that in the settings on a Samsung phone. Sure enough, it is. So, that's the deal. And who knows if it'll ever be found in the Google Find Hub application, but it'll be there offline if you need to find it, and it's turned off in the Samsung Find application. Let's see. So Samsung is going to mass produce the Ultra this year. They're heavily focusing on the Ultra series and less on the Plus and or the base model. There will be some people that buy the base or buy the Plus, but a large majority of Galaxy users purchase the Ultra, and they finally started to tinker with their production facilities. And this year, they're actually producing far more Ultras than they are Plus and base models. I don't know what took so long, but that's good for people like us. If you're going to be purchasing the phone on day one, meaning on launch day, or at any time within the first 2 weeks, because you'll have 2 weeks to pre-order, and that makes a lot of Ultras. So if you do purchase one, it's not going to be back ordered, meaning I guess you don't have to sit there and refresh the web page every couple minutes to hurry up and buy one, like I was just talking about at the beginning of this live stream, like I always do, just so you don't get back ordered, right? I think there should be plenty to go around. We don't have numbers as far as what they're producing of what color, but usually the traditional colors get sold out faster. I'm expecting the black to sell a lot. I'm expecting the white to sell out a lot, and the exclusive silver color to sell pretty well. Purple too. Actually, I think white got the last on a poll I saw yesterday from like Android Authority. White was on the very bottom of the what color appeals most to people, and purple was at the very top. I don't know. I don't know who's liking this purple. Look, whatever. I just think it's girly. Maybe a lot of women were polled and selected purple. I have no idea. I wouldn't think it would be that popular, but that kind of shocked me. But I think the silver, the what are they going to call it? Silver Shadow, I think it is the exclusive color name. That's going to be a decent looking one. Like I said, I'll probably end up getting that. Kind of sucks, but not really many good colors this year. We are getting word that they are doing double your storage. I'm sure you've heard of that. I haven't mentioned that, but that news came available as of a couple of days ago. So if you do get the base 256 gig model, they will bump you up to 512 gigs of storage. And how Samsung does it is they'll start shipping phones out at the beginning of the second week. So you won't be able to walk into stores and purchase one until, let me pull out my calendar. Let's see here. What's tomorrow? The 11th. The 11th of March is when they're going to be available in carriers and in Best Buy. But pre-order is from the 25th until the 11th. Now, Samsung will start shipping these on Monday. Monday the 2nd of March, they'll start shipping them. If you pre-order in the first week, you should get it in the second week. So they'll usually, Apple was real stingy on their iPhone orders this year. They wouldn't let anybody get any early shipments until the official release date. Samsung's never been like that, and I don't expect them to change. Same thing with Google. So if you order this week, people should start getting them next week, maybe this time next week. So I always do mine. I always add overnight delivery, the little extra charge just to get it one day early. Let's see here. Any other S26 Ultra news? I think we know everything there is to know about the device. If you joined us late, I'm scheduling a live stream for tomorrow for the Samsung Unpacked event. I think I scheduled it for like 1 p.m. The Unpacked is 12 p.m. my time, so and I'll probably go live before that. I just wanted to give myself a little buffer time so I can go ahead and place my orders and then go live. So I'm not trying to do a live stream and order a phone at the same time. That probably wouldn't be a good mix. But let me check out. Oh, the final specs. Let's see here. Final specs. Complete specifications. Has anything changed? S26 Ultra final price leaks. 16 gigs of RAM is going to be available in the 1 terabyte variant, but the price jumps $300 over the 512 gig variant. So that's going to be expensive as hell. And it's due to the memory shortage, right? Let's see here. Where was that? Specifications. I guess I was in news, huh? So this was posted 19 hours ago. I don't see it in here. Let me see if I can do this. Hang on. Share to my mini PC. There we go. So this looks like most of the specs that we have already come to learn about this device. So you're getting the launch date in San Francisco tomorrow. Yes. We know the RAM. Yes. We know the display, the privacy display. We got the camera sensors here that we've seen. Charging 60 watt wired, which is not that it looks like a big improvement, but it's not much to brag about, especially when you have a OnePlus phone. Let's see here. Potential move from floating lenses. Yeah, we know that. The display, peak brightness, 2600 nits. I'm excited for this because no screen protector. It's got the new Gorilla Glass technology where it's essentially going to eliminate screen protectors. And why would you want to put a screen protector on there in the first place? Because it eliminates the anti-reflective display and that privacy shade, right? I guarantee if you put a screen protector on your phone, I guarantee you the privacy shade not really going to work too well. So let's see here. Yeah, it all looks good. Let's see, larger cutout. Yes, we went over the front-facing selfie sensor. It's gonna have a little larger cutout. Now, what's interesting too is that they downgraded the battery. Now, I know when you hear downgrade the battery, what do you mean? Well, apparently, now it's going to come with the same 5,000 milliamp hour battery. And I discussed yesterday how you should get a little better battery life out of this new one, even though it has the same battery, because the processor is more efficient and the display uses less power. Well, apparently what Samsung downgraded this battery is in terms of longevity. So instead of having 2,000 charging cycles, they're going to reduce your charging speeds and your battery capacity to 80%, kind of like what Google does for their Pixel, but Google only does it after 200 charging cycles. Samsung's was at 2,000 charging cycles. They're bumping it down to 1,000 charging cycles, which essentially, if one charging cycle per day, right? Typically, right? Average person charges their, I don't know, when you go to sleep at night, usually one charge a day, right? So 1,000 days is roughly going to be what, I think 3 years. Let's see. Yeah, roughly a little bit under, but so that means after 3 years, they're going to start slowing down your charging speeds and capping that battery capacity to about 80%, which it was at 6 years with the 25 Ultra. And now they're going to reduce it with the 26 Ultra. I mean, it sucks, but you won't have to worry about that for 3 years. But if you are thinking of purchasing this device, keep that in mind, especially if you're thinking about keeping it for long periods of time, right? I don't like, I wish this was an optional thing, especially with Google, right? But just keep that in mind. If you are planning on keeping this for a long time, you will see a noticeable difference after right around year 3. Your charging speeds are going to get pretty slow, and you're only going to have 80% battery, but looks pretty cool. Again, I'm going to get out of here. It's getting pretty late, but should we do a giveaway? Let's do. I'm in the giving mood. Let's do a flash giveaway. How about that? Let me set up my. I gotta open up my browser here for the StreamYard giveaway tool. Let's do a giveaway real quick. Let's see here. Is that A-Dub? What's going on, man? Oh, I don't think I've seen you here. What's going on, brother? Hell yeah. Yes, I have a screen protector on my S25 Ultra. Now, I guess most of y'all, or some of y'all, know my story with the S25 Ultra. Not a good story. Well, it's a love-hate relationship. It was good until I had the installed the beta software on there. So the white S25 Ultra, which I'm using right now, was my wife's phone. She had to have a screen protector on there. I don't want a screen protector on there. But there was a chance I was going to give that back to her at some point, and then I just never took it off. So yeah, I do have a glass screen protector on my S25 Ultra, but with this new one, you're not going to need one. But it does get rid of the anti-reflective display. So let me open up my StreamYard giveaway tool. So here's where, yeah, boom, there you, man, you're on it today. Hashtag gift. Type in hashtag gift in the chat, and you'll have your chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card. I'll email it to you tonight, or if you want Cash App, I'll send you a Cash App. And there's one of our lucky winners from last night right there with the hashtag gift. So put that in the chat. I'll give everybody just a second. And if you're planning on getting an S26 Ultra, while y'all type that in the chat, make sure you subscribe to the eSIMstudios YouTube channel. At the beginning, I said I got all these cases here to do case reviews on. I'm going to give most of them away. So be my guest. Stick around as we do Amazon gift cards giveaways. I'm going to have S26 Ultra case giveaways. Been in contact with Thinborn, with Nilkin, with Reinke, with companies I've never heard of. just sending me all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna give most of that away to y'all. So let's see here. And do I have anything else? Hang on. I have S25 Ultra cases, and I have a gaming mouse here. I have a gaming mouse. I knew I had I knew I had something. So this was a give me a minute. I gotta go soon. This was a gaming mouse somebody won a couple months ago, and it ended up at my doorstep. It said, what did it say? Somebody rejected it, rejected the delivery. I was like, okay, well, I'll just give it away again. So this is a gaming mouse. It's probably, I think it's one of these $100 gaming mouses. It's pink. I got it for free. I didn't buy this. But if you got a daughter, if you want to use it, be my guest. So we'll do two. We'll do two giveaways right now, and we'll knock this out, and then we'll get out of here. Let me close my door. Hang on. All right. So for the gift, we'll just do hashtag gift, and then after this one, we're gonna do the mouse. Y'all ready? Justified Misogyny 3635. Congratulations. I think you've won before. Email me. I think I have your email, but email me when this is done. eSIMstudios at gmail.com. eSIMstudios at gmail.com. I'll get you an Amazon gift card or a Cash App, whichever one you want. And right now, let's give this away. Hashtag mouse. Hashtag mouse in the chat. And I'll send whoever wins, I'll send you that mouse. So we'll do this one, and we'll do hashtag mouse. You got a chance? Hashtag mouse. We're gonna give away this gaming mouse right now. Okay. Damn, my StreamYard's tripping. I got a bunch of y'all entered hashtag mouse, but I'm not seeing it on my end. And I go on my stream on my phone, and I see a bunch of hashtag mouses. So I don't know what the hell StreamYard's doing. Looks like most everybody left already. Better for y'all. Yeah, I gotta get it. It's getting late. Y'all ready? All right, let's do hashtag mouse. And then the same thing. Whoever wins, email me, and I'll get it. I'll ship it out to you tomorrow, probably. Hey, what do you know? What do you know? First live stream, and now you win. Congratulations. Email me, eSIMstudios at gmail.com. I think, do we follow each other on Instagram? I think so. Or you can hit me up on Instagram. Either way. Either way. I'm still here. I have a lot of my stuff. I figured I would leave. That's nice of you. Well, look, somebody that just caught their first live stream won. So congratulations. I'll get with you on the back end and send you that gaming mouse. It's a good one. It's about 100 and I don't know, 19, 120 bucks, something like that. So congratulations. Join us tomorrow. I have the live stream scheduled already for 1 p.m. tomorrow. Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event. We're going to go through everything. Prices, trade-in values. I'm going to go through my trade-in hack. We'll take a look at everything. We're going to be Galaxy heavy here for the next few weeks. But as I mentioned, I think I'm going to order that OnePlus here pretty soon. So I'm going to do more content with that. I miss that phone. So we'll get another one in the studio. But appreciate the time. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good evening. Please be safe. Take care.